Yo, 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 what's good with y'all fellas out there? You are listening to your player partner, young AJ.
What's cracking, man? It's J16 just in effect. What's going on?
And you guys are listening to The Smoker's Opinion,
where we give opinions about day-to-day life matters, a little bit of game here and there, you know.
And like I said, I'm your player partner, young AJ.
Yeah, this J16, man, and we stay smoking through the whole show, so we hope you smoking too, you know what I mean?
And today what we're talking about is, just
patience.
Yeah, patience.
You know?
Having patience, and patience being a virtue.
Patience, life requires a lot of patience, man, you know. You gotta patiently wait for that success to come. You know what I'm talking about?
And
it takes time.
Yeah, the longer you stay patient, you know what I'm saying, the longer you wait, and you realize that you get more out of everything, out of every situation, when you do wait for, your opportunity, and you just stay patient rather than forcing something. You
gotta wait for your time to come, man. It's imperative. You know what I'm saying? Good things come to those who wait, man, like the saying goes, you know. You just gotta stay positive while you waiting, man, and keep applying yourself, and things will eventually come around to give you an opportunity.
Exactly. And also another thing we're going to talk about is, sorry about that, and another thing we're going to talk about today is also, how bad do you want success? And how far are you willing to go to get that success? Like, a lot of people want that top position at their job. A lot of people want that top money, that top bucks. But are you really willing to go out there and do what it takes by any means necessary to get that top dollar?
Yeah, are you willing to do what's required to achieve those heights, you know what I'm saying, and become successful? I want it, man. I got it tatted on me, the word success. And it reminds me every day of what I'm striving for, what are my goals, you know what I'm saying? I'm one of those that stays persistence, because persistence beats resistance 7 days out the week.
But also, what do you think you want to gain out of being successful?
Just a good feeling that goes with it, you know what I'm saying? The acclaim and the prestige and the luxury lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? The nice things, trying to have things, man, you know what I'm saying? And just the feeling of it's all for the feeling. It's all for the feeling, you know. I'm not in my emotions, but I like the feeling of success, man.
So I have a question. Are you willing to, say your family doesn't have any food at home, right?
Yeah.
Are you willing to steal bread from the place that you're working at to make sure your family eats, knowing it's going to get you fired?
Yeah, I would. That's not even a big question. I ain't no thief like that, but, there's certain priorities that take precedence over other things, and if I have to go out there and do some, some shit to make sure people in my family are straight, yeah, I'm gonna do it, man. And I'll take it on the chin. I'll suffer the consequences for it, but I've done it before. Not necessarily for my job, but I've stole to make sure other people have had food in their mouths. You know what I'm saying? I'll say it straight up. But it's not something I promote or condone or approve. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that you had to do when you had to do it.
So do you feel that those people that are down, unfortunate, and don't really have much, do you feel that it's okay for them to, survive in the ways that they do? Because how bad do you want success? And I feel to the ones that are down bad and unfortunate, I feel to them success is, getting something to eat, staying alive, keep surviving. So do you feel that if you were, or if any person out there that is unfortunate was to steal from a store just to eat, or go bring food back to whoever they're with, and they're both on the streets, do you think that is right? And if you were a police officer or authority, would you arrest them for doing it, or would you just let them take it?
Man,
Because they're trying to do the same thing another person's doing, but that's working at that place, that's in their position, but they have a job. So what's the difference between them two? Just one doesn't have a place to go, while the other one has a place to go, but he has no food.
Yeah, technically on paper, it's wrong to steal, no matter what, unanimously, no matter what it is. But when it comes to having some food in your stomach, that drives a hard bargain. You know what I'm saying? People do crazy things when they're hungry. You know what I'm saying? For real, and that's just how life goes, man. Because the number one guiding principle in everybody's existence is the survival instinct. You know what I'm saying? And you got to do what you got to do to survive, whether it's right or wrong. It's that instinct. It's natural. Most people, unless you're going to commit suicide, do not want to die. You know what I'm saying? They have that self-preservation. So they're going to do what's required, what it takes to keep that. That's almost outside of their control. You know what I'm saying? So I don't fault them for that if they're trying to get something to eat in their stomach and they just happen to take it, But, now whether it's right or wrong, it's another story. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, technically on paper, stealing is wrong in general, period. But, it depends on the circumstances. It depends on the situation.
I feel that. But because, it all ties back into being hungry, and it all ties back into how bad do you want success.
On another note, and this is the smoker's opinion, by the way. Yesterday, I heard in the news that a man in San Diego wanted to commit suicide. He jumped off a 9-story building and landed on a lady and killed her, and he died too. And the lady was on a date. She was walking with her date, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And this motherfucker jumped off the building 9 stories in San Diego, fell all the way down and landed on this bitch and fucking killed her. And now, and she was a week away from her 30th birthday. So what you think about that?
I mean, that's very unfortunate.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's a tragedy. Like it's one of those unexpected. You never know when it's your time to go, man. It can happen any way.
I feel sorry for the young lady that did pass away due to another circumstance that she wasn't involved in.
Do you think that dude is guilty of murder?
No. Only because, for murder, I know that you have to have it premeditated.
It could be manslaughter.
But, for it to be it could be like a freak accident and she was in, the crosshairs, but I don't really think that he should be convicted of murder. If anything,
well, he died too, so it doesn't apply to him anymore.
Yeah, but if
he's got that on his, does that apply to him that he's a killer?
I feel more it was more of
an accident, but it was premeditated. He did it on purpose.
It was more of a if it's a suicidal
it was
attempt,
a suicide.
Then it's more of a mental condition. So he shouldn't be charged. He shouldn't be charged with anything. He should be more of evaluated and taken care of rather than being charged for having a mental breakdown. And that's what they do nowadays, is try to look at a person with a mental illness and not really, take aware of what the mental illness is. They just want to, bypass it and act as if that person is crazy, and it's not. It's not like that at all.
Right.
But like we were saying earlier, back to what we were saying earlier about being hungry, it also ties into success. And, people, like you said, people would do a lot of things when they're hungry. And people do a lot of things when they want success.
Right.
When they really want the fame, people would go out of their way to make sure that they could, gain that top dollar in any kind of way. So people will start chasing the clout, or people will start just doing outrageous and outlandish things so it can just be known around, the internet and the world.
Right.
And
there's a roofing company out in Wyoming that's trying to be successful. and their marketing pitch is that it's in Wyoming, you know, way out in the middle of nowhere and shit. Their marketing pitch, this guy's marketing pitch is that if you contact him to let him repair your roof, he'll give you a gun, you know, as a, you know, as something, as like a, you know, a benefit to using his services. He'll give you a gun. Do you think that's a successful marketing technique?
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying?
Not at all. Like, why would you? Okay, so why would I repair your house and then be, you know what? For me repairing your house, here goes a gun.
Well, it's out in the sticks. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you know? Yeah, but if it's out where, you know, there's nothing else, where there's nothing at all, what's the point of even having a gun? If there's really no crime, there's really no reason to fear for your life or really protect your family, there's no reason to really have a gun. Why would I call up a repairman and be like, hey, come repair my house, and, you know, I heard that in return you give guns, so let me get the AK-47, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, no, I don't want that. I want someone to repair my house, and in return, I guess, pay me. You know?
One of my loved ones,
just not in the gun, no,
told me a story that they had heard that type of stuff happening before, but with churches. Like a church does a fish fry and does a raffle for a fish fry, and the church gives away a gun on the raffle. You know what I'm saying? What you think about that? You know?
I don't even have in words of a church giving out guns.
Yeah, for a raffle.
Just think about that. Like, just let that sink in. A church giving out guns. Like, I can't.
Y'all smoking? I hope y'all smoking out there. You know what I'm saying? You still smoking? You need something to smoke?
You guys are listening to the Smoker's Opinion, where we're giving our opinions, you know, on daily topics and recent events. And, you know, we just want to know, how bad do you guys want success? And, you know, I heard this video on YouTube of this one guy. He was like saying, how bad do you want success? Do you want success as bad as you want to breathe?
Oh, yeah, that's E.T.
Yeah,
Thank God it's Monday.
Yeah,
right?
Do you want success as bad as you?
Do you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, when I heard that, I was like, wow. I was like, bruh, like, do people really want success? Because it's like, people really be like, oh yeah, I want this, I want that. But do you really want to stay up all night to perfect, you know what I'm saying, to perfect what you're doing? Or do you want to just stay up till like 12 o'clock and then be like, I'm tired? Because there's people out there that's just staying up all night,
right,
to perfect what they doing and end up coming out successful while you're, you know what I'm saying?
Shouts out to the people working 80-hour work weeks.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
And also shout out to still our essential workers, you know, the ones that's been out there ever since this whole pandemic, and the ones that's been out there just like hustling and grinding, constantly being around those who are affected or who are not affected, but still, just shout out to the essential workers. We appreciate you guys, and shout out to everyone who did listen and watch our first season 2 episode 1 video on YouTube. We want to thank you guys for that, and also the likes and the subscribers.
You know, I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. I like to work, but I'm not OCD, and I'm not obsessed about working, you know, 80 hours a week. You know, I like to do average 30, 40 hours a week, you know, keep it average. My success will come with my patience. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to work 80, 100 hours a week like an entrepreneur. And hats off to them. Shouts out, salute. You know what I mean? To the people that want to work like crazy, like a dog. That is a fast way to get up to the top of the totem pole of success. But me personally, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not a YouTuber that's gonna sit here and tell you that, you know, I'm working all these crazy hours, you know what I'm saying, to try to get it. You know, in some instances that's necessary, but in my situation, I'm still going to eat regardless, you know what I'm saying? I'm still going to be successful regardless.
I like to work a lot. I like to stay busy because I like to just have that feeling of just always doing something.
I like my leisure time though too, man.
And
you know what I'm saying? I like to enjoy the fruits of my labors.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
and
saying?
because whenever I do get time to myself, I end up getting bored, and then that's what makes me want to work even more.
Right.
And so I realized that I'm just one of those people that, like, I won't say I'm a workaholic, but I do love to work.
Shouts out to the workaholics, man.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and whenever I do get like a little free time to myself, yeah, I enjoy it, you know. But then that's when I get straight back to work. And sometimes I'm even working while I'm on my free time.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I think it just comes from really wanting something so bad, and me being kind of a perfectionist that, like, I have to, if I really want it, I have to get it.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna have to keep working towards it until I get it.
Right. That's be obsessed or be average. Shouts out to OGC Grant Cardone. You know what I'm saying? He talks about going all in, 110%, as much as you can. You know, to get it. You know what I'm saying? And just going all in, just 100%, you know, becoming obsessed with what you do, obsessed with your marketing, obsessed with your business, obsessed with your promotions, obsessed with your game. And that's good advice, you know what I'm saying? That's not my personal advice, because I like to take it like nice and smooth, you know what I'm saying? I like to smoke the whole way through, you know what I'm saying? I like to keep it smoking. That's just me. I mean, that's just me. That's my opinion.
I feel you have to be, if you want to be successful in anything, and if you want success bad, you got to become obsessed with whatever you want. Right. Because once you become obsessed with it, you start really, really going hard for it. You can get, like, even if it's acting, you can start off in a little commercial. And once you become obsessed with acting, you do that one commercial and then another commercial, and that commercial leads to, you know, higher goals and higher fame.
Staying productive.
And just staying relevant. While you get certain actors who become comfortable, and not saying that being comfortable is wrong, you know what I'm saying? Because there's probably other mindsets that you go into and there's other ventures you want to start doing. But if you say you want to do something and you really want that, stick to that and keep going for it. You know, and I know in acting or in the entertainment world, it is a dark business, you know? But there are some that survive and there are some that doesn't. You know, that's like, that? Survival of the fittest.
Right.
You know?
Work hard, man.
Yeah,
work hard.
You know what I'm saying? And just keep working and just keep doing you. You know, and just remember that there's gonna be people in the entertainment business or in any business that you do that's gonna tell you that you can't be successful or anything. But if you want success as bad as you want to breathe, if you want success as bad as you want to eat, if you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, if you want to succeed as bad as you want to eat, then just keep going no matter what.
Yeah, you know, the harder you work, the more opportunities you create, you know, and that's vital to your title of being successful. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it is. And it's like, what's crazy is that a lot of people, you know, say start from the bottom and they have to work their way up. And then you get a lot of people that can legit start from the top and just keep working their way up. And it's more because you get the achievers, then you get the overachievers.
Right.
And not everybody likes the overachievers because they feel that they're very cocky or too confident. But it's more that to me, I feel in the business field or in any field, if you put your mind to, I'm going to get that manager position, then every step that you do, every time you go into work, is going to lead to the manager position.
Right.
But if you just put in the field that in your mindset that, okay, I got to work this way, then you're always going to be stuck with the small stuff until you really get to the higher position.
Right.
So it's like...
So it's setting that goal in your mind.
Yeah.
And working like a dog until you get there, right? But a lot of people don't have clear applications of goals in their mind, you know? Goals are wishy-washy, you know what I'm saying? Some people have it concrete, you know, written in stone of what their goal is, and those are people that are most likely to hit their target, you know what I'm saying? But people that don't write them down, that just think of them, they're less likely, I would say, you know, overall, to achieve their goals. So the goal of having a goal is to have a clear, concise, well-written thought down on paper that you constantly remind yourself over and over again every day that that's what you're trying to achieve. But a lot of people don't have that.
Exactly. And, you know, and it's like you can't you can't like force somebody to be successful. You can't force somebody inside of a winning position. You can only thing you can do is give somebody advice. And if that person don't want to hear that advice, then that person, you can't just can't get mad at them. You just gotta let them.
You can lead a horse to Amsterdam, but you can't make him smoke.
Exactly. And so only thing you can do is just hope and wish that they figure out the steps on their own and know what type of loopholes to jump through rather than getting themselves tied into one.
Right.
But you guys have been chilling with and waking up to the Smoker's Opinion, where you grab your coffee and we grab your ear. You're chilling with young AJ.
This is our daily reflection. This has been J16.
And we're just chopping it up, giving it to y'all and the real way that we can, and we are just, we're just thinking back and trying to understand the hardships of wanting to be successful, because people say people say the word successful or success and they just say it lightly and they just throw it around in every conversation and they feel that it's because success is everything. But like we said in later episodes, that it's winning everything, and it's winning making you happy, or do you already have to be happy without winning? And so if you're not owning your own business, if you're not a manager, if you're not rich, if you're not having a nice car, if you don't have that girl that you really want, or if you don't have the things that makes you feel like, or makes you look like you're successful, do you still feel like you're successful inside?
Well, the billionaire Warren Buffett, good old Warren, said success is getting what you want. Happiness is wanting what you get. So, if you're out there striving for the things that you want,
but then you did the things that you get,
and you attain it, you're successful. And if you love what you got, you're going to be happy as fuck.
Yeah. And I feel that what also ties into, that saying that you don't know what you got until it's gone. And you know how certain people are like, this job needed me. Oh, y'all need me, or whatever like that. Until all of a sudden that's when they're fired and they realize, whoa, sometimes my ego gets in the way of things. And do you think ego and success go hand in hand, or do you think people's ego starts growing and messes up their success?
Well, they say
or does it make it better?
Ego stands for EGO, stands for edging God out, which means cutting him out. The more ego you have, the more you're not open to the blessings of the universe. You know what I'm saying? And I think ego, but you need a teaspoon of ego to be successful. You know what I'm saying? You need that lion inside you that has a little bit of pride. You know what I'm saying? Not too much, but just a little bit that goes out and it gets the meat. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, because that you get those ones that are team players, and they'll follow the rules, and whatever you say, or whatever the higher ups say, they'll do. And to other ones that don't follow the rule, they look at those as kiss-ups. And then you get the ones that, know that, I'm on top, and I know I'm good, but I'm not going to do, certain things that you guys want me to do. And at some points, having that type of ego and having a little bit of pride, it could, at some points mess up the aura of things, but it doesn't mess up your position, I feel.
It depends on how good you do your job, because remember, it's not what you do, it's what you get done. They don't care what you do as long as it's about what you get done. If you get everything done to perfection, everything is presentable, then that's acceptable. Unless if it's not presentable, it's not acceptable, and that applies to a lot of lanes in life. If you're not presentable, you're not acceptable. So what you present, what you get done, is more important than what you do. You know what I'm saying? So just remember that it's not what you do, it's what you get done at the job. But so if you're just dicking off, acting with a super ego, you're the shit, you're walking around like nobody could touch you, you know what I'm saying? You can walk on water and not get wet, you know what I'm saying? But you're getting the job done the right way, on time, every time, 100%, A+, A1, then it doesn't matter how you carry yourself or how you conduct yourself. You're still getting the job done.
Yeah, exactly. And so I guess what we want to say, for this episode, what we want to just say is, being successful, you just got to work hard to it. And once you get successful, don't let the success become you. Just always just stay successful and stay on top of your job. Because once you let the success consume you, you become more of a bigger head than having, a higher ego. And you don't want that, because that's when it messes up your whole team membership, and it just messes up the whole moral of your whole guide and you being the leader. So, just stay successful, but also just make sure that you stay consuming your success, and don't let the success consume you.
And on that note, we're going to wrap up the show. This has been The Smoker's Opinion. I'm J16.
And you chilling with your boy, Young AJ.
16th letter. And we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Remember to subscribe and hit the like button, and, show your love, man.
And yeah, just keep supporting, keep viewing. And yeah, like we said, subscribe, hit that like, comment.
And stay smoking. Don't lose your lighters.
Exactly. And you guys can listen to us all the time on Anchor.fm, Spotify.com, Radio Public, and Pocket Cast.
How about the GoFundMe?
The GoFundMe. That link will be put up soon and be broadcasted everywhere. If you guys want to show the support, just to help us get better studio equipment, better, recording environment. So, we trying to make the podcast better for the listeners and for the future listeners. So we trying to make everything better for you guys. So if you guys show us the support, because we can't do it without the viewers and the listeners. So on that note, we say stay successful, stay smiling, stay A1.
And don't lose your lighters.
It's your boy, Young AJ.
J16.
All right, and this has been The Smoker's Opinion.
The Smoker's Opinion.
All right.
Peace.